Good morning, welcome to a new day. I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Today is a special day. Today is the 500th episode of our daily devotion. We have reached 500 episodes in publishing the daily devotions. I look back at the ways that God has led us this far, helping us complete 500 episodes, and I know this is all by His grace and by His strength. And as I look back, I understand one thing, that He who began a good work in us is faithful to complete it.
He who began a good work in you. He who began a good work in you will be faithful to complete it. He'll be faithful to complete it. He who started the work will be faithful to complete it in you.
Oh, thank you, Lord, that you're faithful to us.
The word for today is taken from Philippians chapter 1 verse 6, and I'm reading from the New Living Translation. And I am certain that God, who began the good work within you, will continue His work until it is finally finished on the day when Christ Jesus returns. This is one of my favorite verses. If you've been to my church or if you've heard me speak, I would have quoted this verse so many different times. As I look at this verse and I look at how God has led us this far, I know that this is something that cannot be accomplished by a man, cannot be accomplished by one person. It is absolutely the work of God. Because it's always easy to start many things. It's always easy to do something, but to stick with it and to keep doing it day after day, and to keep continuing it, you need God's grace, you need God's strength. As I look at this verse, it reminds me that the God who started is fully able to complete what He started in you. And it also gives me a great hope, because it reminds me that God will give me the strength to continue on every single day. To be honest, some days are hard. There are times I've thought maybe I should stop this. Some days when I've thought this is too much of work to publish one devotion. But I look back, I don't know how I survived through those days when I felt really low and discouraged. I can say one thing, that God kept me encouraged. God kept me motivated. He kept me encouraged. He kept me going on and on, even though there were difficult times that came in our way. As I look back, I can say just one thing. God who began the good work is faithful to complete it. We have reached so far because of God's faithfulness. As you begin your day this morning, I want to remind you, God who began the good work is faithful to complete it. If God has put something in your heart, if God is calling you for something, step in it with God's strength. And I can assure you this, that when you step out with God's strength, when you fully trust in Him, believe in Him and take a step forward, I tell you, He will be faithful to His word. He will lead you every single day. He will never leave you at any point in time. Because He is the God who is faithful to complete what He has started in you.
My heart and my strength. My heart and my strength. So many times they fail. But there is one truth that always will prevail.